What the fuck is going on there? So normally I'm able to just hit create new virtual machine. There we go. For some reason it didn't work a little earlier. Might be because I switched IPs and stuff around when I set this new server up. I'm going to call it pfsense. It's literally about the same as if I was creating the virtual machine on my own desktop. We're going to go with 16 gigs. Now, here's the part that's really awesome. First off, let's just give it 2 gigs for now. Give it, trying to think, 3 processors. Now let's just do 2 by 2. Here's the magical part. I don't have to physically upload the image to the server. I can literally just say local client, use an ISO, and browse to wherever the hell I have my stuff. An ISO. Oops. Recording stopped for a moment there. So here we go. I have the pfsense beta. It's going to be a few days old. Not a problem. It'll be updatable. Don't need a sound card. And I think that's all we need. Power the virtual machine on after creation. Now I know I said I wasn't going to vape while recording, but if I'm just going to sit here and wait. I might as well. Unless I want to cut this part out or something, but I won't. Towards the end of this installation, I'll probably cut out for a moment so I can plug in the interface card, Ethernet ports out of one and into the other. But I'll at least show you guys what I'm doing here with this. Now, if you were using like a software RAID setup, I would imagine the ZFS structure that came with 2.4 in pfsense would be useful. I have a hardware RAID controller and I'm only using one hard drive, so we'll just use the UFS. And since the critical aspect of pfsense in my case is just the configuration file, I have that backed up into cloud storage. So I can install pfsense anywhere and just get everything fucking working as is. Take the entire disk. That's fine. Finish. Commit. But this is just as if I was installing a virtual machine on my desktop, except it's not on my desktop, it's on the server, and it's just being remotely displayed on my screen. Pretty cool. Either with that or with this, I can also look at the performance. You can see as I made that virtual machine there, it is also here, similar to the way it is in the workstation. So there's a lot of overlapping, and it would show up in here as well. See, there's pfsense and so on and so on. It's like, it's a little bit of a convoluted clusterfuck. This is the server performance at the moment. Out of the 2 gigs of memory, at this exact moment, it's using about 75% of that 2 gigs. Installation is now finished. All right, I'm going to get up and swap out the Ethernet cords, plug them into the server. So, be right back. All right, so now I am offline. Here's my command prompt. Let's just keep something pinging going. You guys can't even see it there. There we go. Now I forgot to do one thing, and that was we need to add another network card. Now, if you remember, we created 2 switches. There's 3 Ethernet ports in use now. I'm going to set the first network card to the WAN that we made and add a second network adapter to the LAN. That's going to be essentially exclusive just to pfSense. Now, there's a weirder quirk to this whole thing, and that is, hopefully, I have this figured out sufficiently. And that is, it's either a pfSense thing or something to do with the DHCP and the MAC. It's the modem itself and the MAC address presented to it. So where is my network adapters? So let's see. This is not necessary. This is going to be the WAN. So I need to put, I think, if I want it to work correctly, take this WAN here, and actually instead of the MAC address that it's randomly getting, switch it out with the actual real MAC address to prevent issues. Otherwise, no internet. That's been my experience. Oops. And let's see. And just for consistency's sake, I'll do similar with this LAN, although I don't think that's necessary, but why not? And you can already see it's got something resembling a network address, although that's the address of one of my machines, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It just shows that it's connected to the switch. So 2 Ethernet ports are going straight into my physical network switch. The rest should be identical. There. Now, if I have everything configured correctly, we should be good to go. I don't need to make any changes. Oh wow, that's a new error. I've never seen that one before. I'm just going to try and reset and see what happens. So now it's at least booting off of the hard drive, the virtual hard drive. Not the CD, it's not even connected anymore. Let's get that baby up. Oh. That chirping means I got internet. Fuck yeah, Necrosis. Who gives a shit? It's not even the right IP though. Alright. So I have internet, but we need to get this bitch configured back to where everything was. So let's log into the web interface. That's just the defaults. Going to just log in so I can go into diagnostics. And this is how you can easily back up and recover your stuff in pfSense. If you're not familiar, diagnostics, backup and restore. When you're making a backup, you would just download right here and just let it download under all, which is default. Download it, put it somewhere. Cloud storage is great. And if you want to recover, choose a file and go to wherever the fuck thing is. I'll go with this guy. And you have the option of what you want to restore. If you were fucking with the traffic shaper and you broke it, you don't have to restore everything. You'd be able to literally scroll down and just recover the traffic shaper or something. But in this case, we're getting everything. So go ahead and restore. Boom. And because I'm on different hardware, there may be some interface mismatches going on, which is fine. We can fix that right here in the web interface. EM0 should be the WAN, right? That's 3E, 3E. So EM1 is the LAN. And that's why I put the WAN first in that order when I added the network interface cards over here. Well, I already closed it, but the order will, if you had set the order opposite, it would have been 1 and 0 instead of 0 and 1 and things like that. So set the WAN first when you're adding network interfaces in the machine. The network interfaces for what you're passing into the virtual machine of pfSense. Now in my case, I have a few extra goodies and stuff. You're going there. And this is for my internal transparent Japanese proxying / VPNing. That should be it. Now if I hit save, I did, and you heard the chirp, that means no internet. Yep, no internet. Give it some time to do its little booting thing. And it will probably have to do a bunch of stuff.